Hey y'all, and good now. Today I'd like to talk about the transformation. Now, back in late 2019, early 2020, there was an alignment in the sky of the planets.
But it's going to bring a clash, the unstoppable force against the immovable object. And the immovable object will be the old attitudes towards economic and financial profit, capitalism. Saturn in Aquarius is not going to be the reverse. It's not going to push us towards socialism of any type. But it is going to bring in a more social awareness of community needs.
That alerted many people to the idea that the next so many years was going to be probably the greatest transition in the history of humanity.
Now Uranus and Taurus is saying, well, do we really still have that mentality around the need for insane profit at the expense of our humanity? And to many people, of course, the answer is yes. To many people, making money and becoming powerful is the most important thing in the world. But this is perhaps, from an astrological perspective, people who are out of touch with their true nature. Perhaps Uranus in Taurus is telling us to adjust our value systems and to adjust our priorities so that things come back more into balance. And that's why I think that long term, Uranus in Taurus is going to change our attitudes towards money, and it's going to bring changes to the way that money is regulated and that runs our lives.
Well, recently I have been informed that this is not just a transition. This is a transformation.
And this is the great transformation. Everything, the way we make things, everything is changing. But it's not incrementally. It's not a one-to-one substitution. This is a phase change disruption at all levels.
I've talked about where the caterpillar is completely reestablished into a butterfly, and this is what we're talking about now. We're not talking about, as the man said, we're not talking about putting wings on a caterpillar. No, this is a complete transformation of everything that we do and how we relate to each other and how we form ourselves as a society. In that vein, I have moved my focus from the political sphere of daily politics, which I've kind of in the last few years come to believe that it's a fool's errand. Meanwhile, there's this quiet revolution in technology that's going to change everything that we do as far as energy, transportation, and food. Now, I can say that I am getting solar on January 19th, and that I ate my first Beyond Meat burger. So I am in the new paradigm of the solar revolution and the revolution in food. And I got to tell you, the burger tasted just like a real hamburger. I liked it, and so this is a whole new focus for me and a way to engage myself in something that I really like. And so I've moved from thinking about the Phoenix Congress to creating what I'm going to call the Happy Company Tech. Basically, we'll learn, create, and pass on the technology of happiness. And there's really something to be learned, or unlearned, as my friend says, that we seem to be predisposed to a negative form of relating to the world. And what we're told is, be afraid, the world is full of enemies. But no, the new vision is, no, the world is a friendly place and it's full of allies. Most of what the Happy Company Tech's going to be is a sense of what we used to do as word copying, where when we catch each other in that negative spiral, we break it and move it to a positive focus, and it really works. And it's not ignoring or avoiding, it's transforming the reality, because we are creating this reality. And part of what I want most for the Happy Company is people to realize that we can live lives of our imagining and passion. So I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I will see you down the road.